we're back with another rider, another episode. Today we have
Leana.
And you are?
21 years old.
And what do you do for a profession?
I'm a primary teacher.
And?
I do figure skating.
Figure skating. And you come from Switzerland?
Of course.
Okay, that's nice. So how did you get into figure skating?
My mom went skating with me since I'm 5 or something, and with her, watching her skate, I fell in love with the sport, and then I decided to start.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you have to be physically and mentally to be a good figure skater?
Well, I think physical should be no problem, because once you're having a good trainer, it should be no problem to achieve the level. I think mentally it's much more harder to be able to hold with the pressure, because on competition days you have a lot of pressure, and a lot of people fail and fall because just due to emotional pressure. I think that in figure skating world that's a big thing, the pressure, because everyone's watching and you've trained for so long, and then you're there, the moment, time to shine, and the pressure is just huge. You cannot describe it. It's hard.
So how do you manage that pressure? What do you do? What's your secret?
I think with all of the years you get used to it. At the beginning it was definitely harder, and it's very up to the day. Some days you don't feel the pressure at all, and some days you feel it. And I think it's also, if the competition is like a test to get to level up, the pressure is definitely higher, because you don't want to fail, and you want to, you want to get better, and for that you have to pass the level exam. So sometimes it depends. I think my key to success is just to be resilient and have a calm mind, and like I meditate in the mornings. So I feel like inner strength is a big thing to that.
When you say meditate, how do you mean? Do you sit down in a corner, cross legs with your hands together, or do you chant? What do you do?
I'm sitting on a bed and have that app, who's like it's like a guided meditation app, and you sit and you close your eyes and you just breathe and let someone speak to you, and you can filter on the app like whether you need strength or you need motivation, or you're feeling down, or just a good start into the morning. Yeah, you can choose.
How do you get motivated when you're feeling down? Because I think that's something that every athlete may struggle with.
I always think of key moments, like really passionate moments where I felt so overwhelmed with my love for the sport, and that makes me want to get on the ice again. So I cannot wait to be back. Moments of winning, moments of just basic, a good training where I felt overjoyed afterwards. So I think that's it. The little moments, the core memories, filled with love.
You spoke about training. What's a typical day like for you, training regime wise?
When I did really competitive skating, it was once a day in the evening for like 4 hours, 4 to 6 days a week.
Yeah.
And now I'm not doing competitions anymore. I do it for myself, and I do also teach the little kids. So right now I'm on the ice like only 3 times a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in other words, you're sharing your blessing,
Yeah.
your experience.
Yeah.
Physically, what's been the hardest thing to do? Figure skating.
Oof. Running through a program again and again and again. You have like to be. It's hard to describe. You start with the music. You have to be on the music. It has to match. You have to do the pirouettes, and afterwards you may be feeling dizzy, but you cannot express that because it goes on with like a jump. You have to be very strong to hold that jump, and with the music it's a lot, and it's just physically very exhausting. And I feel like a lot of people think, oh, that looks so easy, and they do not consider what it takes to be able to do that.
So the kind of things you do is backflip. Would you say that, or front flip?
No, flips are actually forbidden.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, they banned it a few years ago. The International Union of Figure Skating, they banned it because it's so dangerous.
Isn't that's like boxing? Boxing's dangerous, but you just let the people who think they can manage it do it.
Yeah, there is a guy from the USA. He's called Ilya Malinin, and he always does it. He doesn't care about the rules because he knows, even though he does it and he gets a deduction, he still wins.
And everybody goes,
yeah, that's so sick because the deduction is gonna be there. But even though with the -1 or 2 points, I can't remember, he wins.
Okay.
So that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
And also a French guy did it once when he knew he cannot win because he fell a few times.
Okay.
He did it just to entertain the audience, and I love it. Yeah.
That rebellion.
Yeah.
Rebellious.
They do it for entertainment and not, yeah.
Have you ever done a flip?
No.
Are you a bit scaredy?
Yeah, and I cannot do a flip on the ground either.
Really?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm not a gymnast, you know?
But that's a good question, good point, because some people may say that what you do is equivalent to a gymnast. You're on your toes, you're stretching, throwing each other in the air.
Maybe off ice. You know, we have off ice training, like for strength and stretching, of course. But on the ice, you cannot compare it to a gymnast. There are people that say it's like ballet, and I think that's even worse. But I feel like they say it's close to ballet because of the look very elegant and everything is very.
And for instance, you look very fragile, so that's a sign of elegance.
Yeah.
People could say.
Yeah.
What have you learnt now about the industry that you wish you knew when you started?
From figure skating?
Yep.
Well, I think I learned that it's not that deep when you fail. Like, your expectations are so high, and sometimes you just cannot come up with it, and it's fine. Yeah.
Now, I know you haven't got children.
Yeah.
Would you encourage your children to do it?
I've already thought about that one because.
What, having children or them doing it?
Huh?
Having children or them doing it?
Both.
Okay.
I'm sure about having children. That's not a question. But my kids should not be forced to do anything. I feel like I would prefer to do it like my mom did, to just go with them to the rink and spend my days like other families also do who do not do figure skating, you know? Like normal family activity, you go to the rink on a Saturday morning, for example. So I would do that, but I would not force them to do anything like, or get them a trainer or stuff. No, not at all.
So you were doing lots of competitions?
When I was younger.
Yeah. Were you doing international kinds of competitions?
No.
European?
No, just in Switzerland.
Was in Switzerland?
Swiss ones. Yeah.
Okay.
Or like to exams to level up.
And why didn't you pursue it further? You sound like you have a love for it.
Yeah, I do, but with school and university, and also I moved the club where I trained, so it's kind of hard to get into it, and I feel like one thing that's been holding me off to do it more is because figure skaters are pretty judgy people, and once you're on the rink and you're not doing your best, people are staring at you, or in my experience, other figure skating starts staring at you, and you just like, it's discomfort. You feel judged, and you feel like, why can't I just be here doing my passion without anyone looking? I feel like that's holding me off sometimes. Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. But have you ever thought that it doesn't really matter what people think?
Yeah. I absolutely do have that in mind all the time, but somehow I cannot deal with it.
If you could do it all again, what would you do different, if anything, and why?
I feel like I would go to the rink more often without caring what other people think, and just do my thing, and yeah, just don't care.
Okay, so what's stopping you doing that now?
My age. I feel like if you really want to get good at it, you have to start at like 4 years old.
You started at 5.
No, I started at 8.
Okay.
Yeah, it was already almost too late to be really good. So you have to be almost born on the skates.
Do you think you could defy statistics?
I don't know.
Well, you don't know until you try.
Yeah, that's true. But also with time, I don't have the time anymore to be 4 to 6 times on the rink a week. So yeah, it sucks that like adult things are coming into my way of training, like university and being at home.
Yeah. Talk about adult things. Injuries and nutrition. What was that like? Did you suffer any major injuries, and what was the food that you could and couldn't eat?
Talking about injuries, I'm very grateful I've never had to deal with any. I had my ankle sprinkled a few times, but not broken, so I could get back on the ice real quick. Very thankful, and I also did a lot of physiotherapy to like prevent any injuries.
South Terminal, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
And about nutrition, I'm lucky I had a trainer who didn't care about like, we knew we should not we should eat healthy, of course, but we didn't have any restrictions or something.
Yeah, so he just let you run free.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
But we knew, like, I feel like when you wanna do competitive sport, or like, yeah, you have to be aware of you have to eat healthy, you have to train often, you have to sleep enough, you have to, and I feel like your trainer just reminds you, but mine did not like force me to, you cannot do this, you cannot do that.
Do you wish he did?
No.
Okay. So you're quite a peaceful lady, at least like to be left alone.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we've come to the end of the journey now. It was a great interview.
Thank you.
Where can people find you if they want to follow you about? Are you on Instagram?
Yes, I am.
What's your Instagram handle?
My name is Leana, so it's Leana.SWZ.
Said like a true professional.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay then.